I want you to understand something, and I'm going to say this very clearly.
Serial Killers, Episode 1. Nikko Jenkins, born on September 16, 1986. Nikko, a spree killer, was convicted of killing 4 people in Omaha, Nebraska in November 2013. Nikko had a few run-ins with the law from a very early age. As early as 7 years old, Nikko brought a loaded .25 caliber handgun to his elementary school. At the age of 11, he was kicked out of a group home for violent behavior, and he was not attending school regularly. By age 13 he carried out multiple assaults, some of which with a knife. He was finally arrested in 2003 but not for violent behavior, instead for a carjacking. His violence didn't stop there. While in prison, he was involved in a riot, and for assaulting a prison guard. Nikko committed 4 murders in total. At about 5 a.m., on August 11, 2013, a patrol officer had found 2 dead bodies in a white Ford pickup truck, parked near a city swimming pool, at 18th and F Streets, in Spring Lake Park. Both Juan Uribe Pena, and Jorge Sikajiga Ruiz had been shot in the head, with their pockets turned inside out. Jorge is in the picture on the left. Pena's picture is unavailable. On August 19th, at about 7 a.m., the body of Curtis Bradford was found outside a detached garage, at 18th and Clark Streets, by a man returning home from a night shift, at a convenience store. Curtis had 2 bullet wounds. On the right, are Curtis Bradford and Andrea Kruger. Andrea Kruger was discovered on August 21st, around 2:15 a.m., by a deputy sheriff responding to a shots fired call. Her body was found lying in the road, at 168th and Fort Streets, with multiple bullet wounds. Kruger was returning home after a bartending shift, near 178th and Pacific Streets. Surveillance footage showed her locking up the Deja Vu Lounge at 1:47 a.m., she was then shot after. In 2013, Nikko was arrested for making terroristic threats. Evidence had piled up, and a female associated was seen on camera, buying ammunition, that were the same as those used in the murders. On the evening of September 3, Jenkins confessed to all 4 murders, during an 8-hour interview, attributing the acts as a sacrifice to Apophis. He was charged with 4 counts of murder following the confession. In handwritten letters dated November 3, 2013, submitted to the Omaha World Herald, prosecutors, and a judge, Jenkins said he wished to plead guilty to all counts, in the 4 slayings, and that he would protect Apophis's kingdom with animalistic savage brutality. On February 19, 2014, Jenkins filed a federal lawsuit, seeking $24.5 million from the state of Nebraska, for wrongfully releasing him from prison, stating that his claims of hearing voices from Apophis were repeatedly ignored. In the 6-page handwritten filing, he stated that, being kept in solitary confinement augmented his schizophrenia. He blamed corrections officials for the 4 killings. Jenkins claimed that his problems were caused by mental illness, and that he had schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. The judge ordered a psychiatric evaluation, and a psychiatrist concluded that Jenkins had antisocial personality disorder, and was faking psychotic symptoms. After being declared competent to stand trial, the proceedings against Jenkins commenced. On his request, Jenkins was allowed to represent himself at trial, under the guidance of advisory attorneys. Throughout the trial, Jenkins maintained that he acts under the command of Apophis. His courtroom antics included speaking in tongues, howling, and laughing as prosecutors recounted the details of his victims' deaths. On April 16, 2014, Judge Peter Bataillon found Nikko Jenkins guilty of all 4 murders. In May 2017, Jenkins was sentenced to death by a 3-judge panel. He was also sentenced to 450 years in prison, on weapons charges connected with the murders. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to share the channel link and subscribe.